Something very bad is coming, and by the time you realize it, it's already too late. That's the chilling feeling audiences are left with after watching the explosive finale of Something Very Bad is Going to Happen. And now, the stars themselves, Camila Morrone and DiMarco, are finally opening up about what really went down behind the scenes. And trust me, it's just as intense, chaotic, and downright surreal as what you saw on screen. From the very beginning, this show wasn't just another horror drama. It pulled viewers into a twisted psychological nightmare where nothing felt safe. Not love, not family, not even reality itself. Set against a hauntingly beautiful but deeply unsettling backdrop, the story slowly built tension, layering paranoia, fear, and emotional breakdowns until it all erupted in a finale that can only be described as pure madness. And that finale? A complete bloodbath, emotional destruction, a moment where everything and everyone changed forever. But what fans didn't see was the equally wild experience happening behind the camera. According to Camila Morrone and DiMarco, filming the final episode wasn't just physically demanding, it was emotionally draining in ways they never expected. Imagine standing in the middle of a scene where your character is about to get married, your emotions are at their peak, and suddenly everything unravels. The tension, the heartbreak, the chaos, it wasn't just acting, it felt real. Camila, who plays Rachel, revealed that one of the most difficult parts was performing those deeply emotional scenes while not even being able to look directly at her co-star. Because of the technical setup, both actors had to deliver some of their most intense moments while staring straight into the camera lens instead of each other. That meant losing that natural emotional connection actors rely on, and somehow still making it believable. So what did they do? They improvised. They supported each other in the smallest ways possible, even reaching out between takes, holding hands off camera, quietly reminding each other they were in this together. It was a subtle but powerful reminder that behind all the horror and chaos, there was real human connection holding everything together. But just when you think things couldn't get more intense, something completely unexpected happened. Right in the middle of filming one of the most crucial scenes, the wedding sequence, Camila Morrone got a severe case of hiccups. Yes, hiccups. Now imagine this, you're in full costume, drenched in fake blood, delivering a dramatic, emotional speech, and suddenly you can't stop hiccuping. Not just small hiccups, uncontrollable, scene-ruining hiccups. It was so chaotic that at one point, her red lipstick smeared across her face, giving her an eerie, almost Joker-like appearance. And somehow, it made the moment even more unsettling. DiMarco recalled how bizarre it felt watching it happen in real time. The scene was already filled with tension and horror, but now there was this unpredictable, almost surreal element added to it. It blurred the line between reality and fiction, exactly what the show thrives on. And honestly, that moment perfectly captures the essence of Something Very Bad is Going to Happen. It's not just about scripted fear, it's about the unexpected, the uncomfortable, the moments that feel too real to ignore. But beyond the chaos of filming, the real heart of the story lies in the characters, especially Rachel. Throughout the series, Rachel is constantly questioning everything around her. Is she paranoid? Is she imagining things? Or is there truly something dark and sinister lurking beneath the surface? By the time the finale hits, all those questions come crashing together. And according to Camila Morrone, Rachel doesn't just survive, she transforms. She doesn't become the typical final girl we've seen in horror before. Instead, she emerges as something stronger, a final woman, someone who has faced unimaginable fear, uncovered painful truths, and still found a way to rise above it all. It's a powerful shift, one that redefines what survival looks like in a story like this. Interestingly, both Rachel and Nikki, DiMarco's character, are dealing with their own emotional struggles, particularly when it comes to family. Their journeys are deeply intertwined, but they approach the world in completely different ways. Rachel is consumed by fear and suspicion, shaped by a lifetime of unanswered questions about her past. Nikki, on the other hand, tries to stay grounded, almost unaware of the horror unfolding around him. He doesn't see himself as part of a nightmare, and that contrast creates a fascinating dynamic between the two. While Rachel is spiraling deeper into paranoia, Nikki becomes her anchor, or at least tries to. But is that enough? That's the question the show keeps asking, and the answer isn't as simple as you might think. To prepare for such complex roles, Camila Morrone went all in. She watched nearly 50 films to fully understand the tone and psychological depth needed for Rachel's character. From disturbing psychological thrillers to classic horror films, she immersed herself in stories that explore fear, isolation, and the human mind under pressure. Some of the films that influenced her performance dealt heavily with paranoia, the feeling that everyone around you might be hiding something, that nothing is as it seems. That energy is woven into every scene Rachel appears in, making her journey feel incredibly raw and authentic. But preparation didn't stop there. She also worked closely with an acting coach to build Rachel's backstory, diving deep into her past, her trauma, and the reasons behind her constant anxiety. By the time filming began, Rachel wasn't just a character, she was a fully realized person living inside her. And that's something Camila admits stayed with her even off camera. At one point, she even joked that she couldn't get rid of Rachel, that the character was still inside her, affecting how she felt, how she reacted, even how she spoke during interviews. It's the kind of method acting that blurs the line between performance and reality, and in a show like this, that only adds to the intensity. Meanwhile, DiMarco took a completely different approach. Instead of diving into horror films, he intentionally avoided them. Why? Because Nikki doesn't see the world as a horror story. He's not living in fear, at least not in the same way Rachel is. So Adam focused on keeping his performance lighter, more grounded, almost like a golden retriever boyfriend energy. That contrast between the two characters creates a unique balance, one that keeps the audience constantly questioning what's real and what isn't. And then there's the twist, the moment that changes everything. When Rachel discovers the truth about her mother, it's not just a shocking reveal, it's a turning point for her entire character. Suddenly, all those years of fear and paranoia start to make sense. She's not imagining things, she's not crazy. There was always something real behind it all. The way this revelation is presented, through haunting flashbacks and carefully crafted storytelling, adds another layer of depth to the show. It's not just about shock value, it's about understanding the emotional weight behind Rachel's journey. For her, it's both devastating and validating. She finally gets answers, but at a cost. And just when she starts to feel a sense of clarity, the story pulls her and the audience right back into uncertainty. That's what makes Something Very Bad Is Going to Happen so addictive. It doesn't give you easy answers. It keeps you guessing, keeps you uncomfortable, keeps you questioning everything until the very end. So what does all this mean moving forward? For Camila Morrone and DiMarco, this show marks a major moment in their careers. It proves their ability to handle complex, emotionally demanding roles while connecting with audiences on a deep level. For the fans, it sets a new standard for psychological horror, one that blends emotional storytelling with shocking twists in a way that feels fresh and unforgettable. And for the story itself, it leaves the door wide open. Because if there's one thing this show has taught us, it's this. No matter how much you think you understand what's happening, something very bad is always just around the corner.